Hey everyone, this is Brian, Bearable Traders. It's Monday, February 15th. Hope everyone's had a good long weekend. Had the day off today, and so we're heading into a shortened trading week. And we've got a few things coming up here. Let's kick things off and take a look at some of the earnings we've got coming up. This week, we've got Walmart, Roku, Applied Materials, Baidu should be interesting. It's been on a real tear. An energy company, Oxy, CVS, so a bit of a smattering of different industries. And the reports have been good so far. The earnings reports have been good so far, so I expect that will continue. So let's take a look at what we've got going on in the markets and what we're expecting for the week coming up here. So let's start out with the transports, and we'd like to kick things off here. You can see here we had Thursday, Friday, strong days. Both transports making new highs, up 3% on the day. On a weekly basis, went too far, sorry about that. On a weekly basis, again, breaking out to a new high. And we just, this is confirming that we are looking like we're going higher. The only thing you can say really is the volume's been really lethargic, or anemic, I should say. It really hasn't confirmed this breakout, but that doesn't necessarily mean we can't just continue to slowly grind higher. The Dow on the daily, again, breaking out, looks like an all-time high, up about 0.1% on the day. Again, volume anemic. Let's take a look at the weekly. Again, volume kind of anemic, but again, an all-time high. So we just keep banging away, going higher. Looked like we were getting a little toppy here, and most of the indexes looked a little toppy, but we just continued to push up, which is sort of the way this market continues to perform, right? And Q's definitely still in an uptrend. RSI strengthening. Volume again, same comment. Not very confidence building. And the Q's on a week, again, volume really lame on the week. And but we're still pushing up to all-time highs on the Q's as well, up 1.5% on the week. SPY, again, volume was a little bit nicer, or at least a little bit higher on the SPY. You can see on a daily, again, all-time high on a week, up 1.25%, but again, volume very light. We really did pick up into the close on Friday of the volume just started to come in, and the price just started to go higher and higher right into that close. So yeah, that was amazing. Again, IWM looking a little bit weaker than the other indexes, not making an all-time high. Again, volume pretty weak on Friday. And let's take a look at the on a weekly, we're still breaking out. We did have a bit of a pullback on the week, but again, up 2.5% on the week, again on lower volume. All the indexes look, or all the indicators look strong. We still look a little overbought here on the RSI, but yeah, things still heading higher. All the indexes. So here's what I've been watching again with the bonds and the yields. You can see here we had a really pretty strong day down on Friday, which meant yields were up again. So you can see here we're kind of breaking out on the Treasury, the yields. As you know, I'm watching these. Has some implications, maybe longer term for the markets, but in the short term, we're just continuing to hold some financials, which will benefit from higher yields. And again, here we put in a new high after this nice double bottom formation. And we continue to look like we are going to go higher on the yields. The dollar, yeah, just sort of chopping around in a range now. It looked like it was going to break out here, and just could not do it. Let's see what it looks like on a weekly basis. We can see some reason why it stalled out there. Well, I guess this was an area back here where we had some support. So support became resistance, and I guess you've got this moving average on a weekly too. But the dollar is still looking a little weak. Of course, materials do well in a weak dollar, so does emerging markets. But stochastics are still turning up, although they're still well below 50. MACD's kind of crossing, so we'll keep an eye on the dollar and the impact that has on the various things I just mentioned. Again, yield on the 5-year. This is the twos, the fives. Again, they're heading up. We're still in this nice uptrend on the yields. So So a few things to keep an eye on this week. I am watching ATNX. ATNX really just started to break out here and then really pulled back hard. And I think we're going to find maybe a support level here around this level, this 13 level. So I'll be watching that to hold. And stochastics starting to get weak here, but hopefully we'll get a bounce on this. So I'll be watching that Monday. If we get back down to 13, I'll have an alert set and maybe look taken along with a very tight stop. Again, that's always what you want to have, a nice tight stop and lots of potential upside, because I think I can see at least $1 or $1.50 upside on that with a very tight stop. BCRX, another one that's really pulled back, seems to have found a bottom at these prior levels of resistance. So again, I'll be looking at that one for a possible long tomorrow. Volume started to pick up a bit on Friday, which making it look a little more attractive. Here's one that's really sold off. Ran across this one, this new skin. It really took a beating. This was a earnings report on the 11th and dropped from a high of sort of 63 level all the way down to around 48, 49 right now. Low of the day here was 48-ish. So again, we're down into an area where we could see some support. Some big volume days, Thursday and Friday. But again, I'm thinking this is starting to get a little bit too oversold, and I'm looking at an oversold condition back here. We had a nice bounce back on that one, and I suspect that was an earnings report too. So watching that one for a reversal tomorrow. PLTR still looks interesting to me. I still think we're back at an area where you could add back. It's here's some area where it's had prior resistance and some prior support here. So if we can hold this level, the low of the day here, 31.34. If we can hold this 31 level, might give it a little bit more room. Yeah, 30.50, 31. If we can hold this level, we might end up with a little bit of a bounce back here. Volume did pick up on Friday in terms of selling. We did get off the lows of the day. Problem with the stochastics, of course, is we're below 50. Stochastics below 50, generally you get rallies tend to get sold. So PLTR, again, nice tight stop on that one if it does get back down to sort of 30.50 level. QS broke out on Friday. I think I even traded that one as a long for a day trade. I'm not holding any now, but again, I think that this could be a nice breakout play. RSI turning up nicely, big volume day on Friday, MACD starting to turn. Yeah, all the indicators look good. So I'm looking at that one for possible long on Monday. Silver, always keeping an eye on here. Again, it's got to kind of break out from this sort of 25.50 level. And we had this big pop up with the Reddit people, Wall Street Bets, getting all excited about silver. So let's take a look at a few ETFs that I think will do well this week. Energy, I think we're going to be breaking out here on energy. Looks like with all the cold weather in the US, and it's starting to stress some of the supply chains. So, and of course, there's lots of energy consumption. So I think we break out on energy. I really had it flagged back here. I didn't take it, unfortunately. It was one I missed. I did take XLF. When it pulled back, I was watching both of them. I did take the XLF trade, and in KRE right now as this trade. And what else? Oh, that's it. I thought I had one more. Wait a second, I do have one more. Xlv Healthcare Sector looks pretty good too right now. It has been in a bit of a triangle here. Ascending triangle. You can see the bottom and you can see the top here. We did break out on Friday, and we did so on increasing volume. RSI turning up nicely, MACD rounding out. We're getting above 50, so I think we're looking at another run here on XLV as well. Okay, in summary, I think markets continue to head higher. No reason to get too negative on the markets. I know a few people have been shorting them and getting burned, but I just think we're continuing to move higher, and that's the direction the markets are taking. So don't fight the Fed, don't fight the trend, and we'll just keep watching for signs of topping, maybe some real increase in the yields might spook some people, but it's nothing there yet. So yeah, this is my book on Amazon, How to Swing Trade, if you haven't checked it out. And of course, as usual, we always start the market pre-market show at 8:30 live on YouTube, and then trading the market at 9:30 a.m. Hope you see you all there and enjoy the rest of your evening, what's left of it. We'll see you tomorrow, hopefully. Bye for now.